Yo, what's up guys, I'm back, got a review for you. This time we have this 87 Player of the Month Vinny. Now, as many of you know from my channel, I love Vinny this year. I've done a review on his 85 second in form, his Champo card, and I love the card. So when this Player of the Month came out, I was like, I don't care the price, I'm doing it. I think I got him done for like 300k in the end because all my fodder went in for it, but on card then. So he's played for me 10 games. I think I lost one game and it was on penalties in champs, so I'm going 9-1 unfortunately. But he scored 19 goals, got 3 assists. That's how much of a joke he is. He's 5'9", got high medium work rate. He's right-footed with 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He's got 99 pace, obviously, 83 shooting, 80 passing, 93 dribbling, and 76 physical. So on paper, looks like such a good card. In the games I played with him, I played up front with Correa in a two-striker formation in a 5-3-2. That's just what I play this year. But I'll speak more about that after on the positive and negatives. If you do enjoy or want to see more, please like and subscribe, and peace.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
So on to positive and negatives then. Now, I love this card so much. Like, I said to my mates as soon as I was getting him, I guarantee I'll score 1,000 goals by the end of the year with this card, because I'm using him for so long. I love him so much. But on start then. So, he's 5-star, 4-star. That is always good in FIFA. The 5-star skill is just very hard to defend. You've always got like the skill moves to bust out if you need to, and especially with that 4-star weak foot. They never know where you're going to go, what foot you're going to go on, because obviously they take on both feet. So that combo is really, really nice with Vinicius, and it's very meta. The next one for me is an obvious one, is the pace. Now the pace to me, really, really electric in game. So fast, fastest card I've used this year, and it was the same with the 86, it's 99, what more can you say? We can't get any higher pace than that, so realistically it doesn't matter. Now, next up for me is the attack positioning, the finishing, and the shot power. Now, the finishing for me is a lie. It's so much better than that game. It's worlds above what it says it is. And I'm actually going to put the composure in there as well. I'm also going to speak on the negative side of the composure because it can let you down time to time. But generally speaking, that finishing composure is a lie. It's so much better than that in game. Maybe it's because of the Deadeye Chem style, which I recommend. But generally speaking, so good at finishing. The attack position is really good. The shot power is amazing. All three of these really good. The volleys I didn't really try out. The long shots I don't recommend you doing because it's not really the highest thing in the world. I feel like you need above 85 to really have any chance of it going in, even if you green it. So, and the penalty is a bit air. Next up for me, I'm going to go with the vision, the short pass, and the curve. All three of these really good, to be fair. I didn't really have many issues, especially with the boosted chem style on it. The rest of it pretty average, but generally speaking, the short pass you don't really have many issues with. You just bounce off your other striker or your other attackers. The vision quite good, and the curve is especially good. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the finesse shot trait. I already know that because it's previous cards, but the curve is still really nice to finesse it with. Now, this is Vinicius' like key stats, let's say, the dribbling overall. So you got the agility that's really nice, you got the balance that's really nice. That's both of them as a positives. You got the ball control and you got the dribbling stat. So that's all four of them. Really, really nice, to be fair. The ball control is especially good, especially in 92, where they use the R1 drill pass this year. He'll go straight to his feet and he'll control it really, really nicely, and then pace you from goal or something like that. So that is really good. And that'll lead me on to the next point. The agility with the dribbling, especially when he gets that ball at his feet, he can just twist and turn so fast with the 5-star skills. It just allows him to run really smoothly with the ball. Now, next up for me is going to be the stamina. Now, the stamina for me, really good in game. This just allows you to play him any way you want, and this is why you might like see pros use him. Probably not because he's an SBC and they don't really do many, but generally speaking, this card can play wide, striker. I wouldn't really recommend you playing him cam because of passing, but he could do it even if you want him to. Now, last for me is going to be outside the foot shot trait. Now, this is always a personal favourite of mine. It normally works better on the people with like lesser weak foot, but generally speaking, it's still nice. Just hit it on the outside of the strong foot if he needs to. Let's say near post or something. That's all for my positives, but generally speaking, all those positives are so amazing game. Like, I don't have any faults with any of them. But let's get on to negatives. So, on to negatives then. Now, there's not actually going to be really many at all with this. I'm probably going to try and fly through this if I can, because there's just no need for me to go on it. Like, they're literally such minuscule things about this card, but we'll go through them then. So first for me is the long shots. Now, the long shots for me at 81 base, I just don't recommend you hitting it on it. It's very unreliable, and especially even if you green it, it's probably not going to go in because you don't have the finesse shot rate to go with it. But you try it if you want, but I would recommend you like pacing it and doing some skills instead, getting into the box. Now, next up for me is going to be the crossing and the long pass. Now, both of these aren't really the best, especially if you're playing wide. You kind of want a bit better crossing than that, and the long pass again. But generally speaking, he will put quite a few right. It's just that odd one, it might go a bit inconsistent. Now, next up for me is reactions. Now, although it doesn't really matter with his dribbling because his dribbling so high, you will notice reactions from time to time. Not a very noticeable thing. It's only like, if you're like really petty, you will notice it. But generally speaking, it's not really that bad. Now, the composure for me, as I talked about the positives, I will speak about this. So, he's really good at finishing, and the stats are alive, but that odd shot, because of the low composure, it might go wide or something, and he might have that inconsistent shot, so it's inconsistency at times. Obviously, most of the time, he's going to be so consistent in front of the goal, and very deadly, and you expect that for 800k, but generally speaking, that composure sometimes can let you down. Now, next up for me is going to be his air ability. Now, I know he's got 86 jumping, which isn't actually that bad, to be fair, especially at 5'9". But generally speaking, just because of the head accuracy at 60, even if he does win the ball in the air, unless it's like a 50-50, like in the middle of the pitch or something, it's just not really going to be worth it, is it? Especially if I'm like corner or something, I just don't do it. Just bring him short and do some skills and pace and that instead. It's so much better. Now, last for me is going to be the strength. Now, the strength, it doesn't really get counteracted by anything because normally you have like low balance, low strength, and low composure, which he does kind of, but the strength is like a standout, like alone stat on his own. Like he's quite weak, to be fair. I'm not gonna like lie and say he's not, but the composure doesn't really matter because of it, because his pace, he's so fast, he'll probably break away from that defender anyway. But generally speaking, if he does get into 50-50, he's probably losing it, to be honest. So on overall scores then. Now, first me for the pace. What do you expect me to say? It's a 10 out of 10. Like, there's no left or right about that. He's so fast in game, especially with his height. He's electric. Like, there's no stopping him when he gets through. Now, next up for me is the shooting. Now, I really enjoy this in game, to be fair. Obviously, the stats like the long shots and volleys and the penalties aren't the best. The finishing's a lie in game. The shot power's really good and the attack position is good. So, overall for that, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I don't really think I can push it any higher than that. Just because by like the time, like, really like team of the years come out and stuff like that, and like better Mbappe cards, I just feel like there's like so much more to like be given out of it shooting, even though it's really good in game. Now, next up for me is the passing. Now, generally speaking, I didn't really have many issues with it, to be fair. They're quite average stats, so I'm just going to give it an 8 out of 10. I do think that's fair. Like, it's average. It's not bad, but not good. Now, the dribbling for me, I don't really have many issues with this. The reactions are a little bit low. The composure at times can be a little bit of an issue, but generally speaking, overall, it's amazing. So I'm actually going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. The only thing that pushes it, I would say, if he gets a team of the season, that composure will probably go to like 87 odd, and that'll be insane, like amazing card. Now, next to me is going to be the physicals. So he's got the 86 jumping, it's good. The stamina's really good. The strength is a little bit low, and the aggression's a little bit low. So overall for that, I'm just going to give it an 8 out of 10. You're not really going to use the strength because of the pace now, but the stamina and the jumping is quite good. So 8 out of 10 is fair for me. Now, value for coins then. So this SBC is coming in at like 800k. It's a bit expensive, but not overpriced, I would say. I've seen a lot of people say that as well. He's a very good card, and you will use him for a lot of the year. So I'm actually going to give him a 8 out of 10 value for coins, purely just because he is a very expensive card to be putting untradeable, but he is so good. So overall score from then, I'm going to give him a 9.7 out of 10. I really just don't see many aspects wrong with this card. He's so amazing, and you'll see 1,000 goals with me by the end of the year for him. That's just how good he is. Thanks for watching as always. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so if you can help me towards that, I greatly appreciate it. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you in the next video, and peace out, guys.